matter behaves intelligently, we don't know. From where that, if we say everything has started from chemicals only, then from where that chemical came to know how to come and join together and create a RNA or DNA or whatever, the building blocks. From where that intelligence came, we don't know. Finally, they have given up. The scientists have given up. First, they thought that everything has evolved from matter. They gave up. And now, the latest thing they say is that life was always there. Life exists everywhere. Life exists everywhere, and it requires a conducive environment for it to manifest. What they call panspermia. Anyway, so the scripture says that body is there, but body becomes alive because of that life factor. That life factor, which is also associated with mind and intelligence and intellect and all, is called our subtle body. It's called a subtle body. But even subtler than this subtle body is Atma. This subtle body itself is very difficult to comprehend. We are all alive. We experience life. But it is difficult to comprehend what is life. It's so strange. We use our brain, but a lot of scientists are working how the brain functions. But you are using it, na? Yes, I am using it to find out how it functions. We are using our body, but we don't know how the body functions. Because it doesn't function by our theoretical knowledge. When we eat food, it gets digested. Different types of enzymes and all are secreted and it gets digested. We don't know the names also. Even before people could discover all these secrets of medicine and all, the body was functioning. So there is this physical body which is made up of matter. It is made up of only these 5 great elements, Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, Prithvi. Or you can say it is made up of different types of chemicals, matter. But that matter is made active by a life force. That life is not matter. That life is different from matter. Therefore, you have matter everywhere in this cosmos, but every matter is not comes alive. That life doesn't expresses in all this matter. So there is that life which we call the jiva, jiva, or jivatma. It is made up of mind, intellect, or pranas and all. So, and that consists of a personality. It contains the personality. It is that life force which brings the matter together and forms a body. When we are born or when we are in mother's womb, we are tiny little, cannot be seen with your naked eye also. And slowly we start growing. How do we grow? What makes us grow? The life means I as life collects the right material and builds this body. It builds the body. It's very, very interesting actually. So that is called a subtle body. But subtler than that is Atma. So to take another example, just imagine a pot. And in that pot, a different shaped pot is there, or lots of pots are there. And in that pot, we have water. So there is pot, there is water inside, and there is this space. In space, the pot exists. In space, the water exists. And sometimes we pour the water from one pot to another pot. So the outer pot is like our gross physical body. The water is like the subtle body, Sukshma Sharir, or the Jiva. And Akash, space, is like that Atma. You are space. Don't get spaced out here, but you are space. All of us are like space. Therefore, we say Chidakasha Rupaha. Chid Akasha Rupaha. Akash is the nearest example, subtlest example we can give how that Atma is like space. So what happens when a person dies, the pot is left behind, but that water doesn't get destroyed. The water goes from one pot as though to another pot. All the samskars which we have, which is gathered in that Sukshma Sharir. Sukshma Sharir continuously gathers lot of impressions. So all the impressions which are gathered, it remains there and it is carried forward in all the various bodies or various different lifetimes. So Atma, which is like space, identifies with this water, identifies with this pot and consider itself as a limited being. So when a person dies, the body is left behind and the Sukshma Sharir creates for itself another body. The Sukshma Sharir creates for itself another body. It is not that body is created and it enters, but it creates another body. It is the life force which is there, and it takes the material from the mother, the father, whatever, and creates another body for itself. It's like a seed. How many seeds are there in an apple? I have also not counted, huh? 6? Okay. And how many apples are there in one seed of apple? There are infinite apples can be produced from one seed. So amazing that one seed has got the potential to produce an apple, and it has got potential to produce another seed of its own kind. And it can be so much that it can, potentially it can fill up the entire earth with apple trees. One seed has got the potential to cover the entire earth with apple trees, theoretically. So that seed, if you taste it, it doesn't taste like apple at all. If you look at the seed, it doesn't look like an apple at all. The seed doesn't carry any material of apple. From where it gets the material? From earth. If you put that seed in the earth, the seed with its intelligence collects those materials. Just imagine the seed is there and it is collecting materials and creating the plant, the leaves, and then slowly the apples and all. Such a marvelous thing. It's a miracle. So just like that seed, the Sukshma Sharir is like that seed. It is there and it collects the material and creates a body which is conducive to its samskar, to its impressions. So if the Sukshma Sharir develops or generates some sort of impression in this lifetime and it dies, then it wants to again experience those same impression or maybe different type of impressions, and it creates a different body for itself. Like our dream. When I go to sleep, I create dream. Who create? The mind creates dream. And from where it creates? From its own internal stock or internal power itself. It doesn't have to go somewhere else to bring the material. The mind itself has got the capacity to project a dream. And what type of dream it projects? Depending on what type of samskar or impressions it had gathered. Sometimes we have happy dreams, sometimes we have sad dreams. Sometimes we are chased by tiger and we can't run. Sometimes we run after the tiger but he cannot run. Different types of dreams are there. So, but all these dreams are created by the mind. Not that there is a world and we are born in the world. See, the dream world is not there, it is already there, and then we are born in that world and we experience that world. It is not so. It is the mind which creates the world, creates a body for me, and creates all the people in the dream, and I experience those dreams. Similarly, the Sukshma Sharir, the mind, creates a physical body for itself to experience. So that is like removing one set of clothes and wearing another set of clothes. So vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grannhati naro parani tatha sharirani jirnani vihaya jirnani anyani sanyati navani dehi. So this is what we called as punarjanma or rebirth. Atma is not born again. Atma is there. What is born again is that Sukshma Sharir creates another body. Atma is there, Sukshma Sharir is there, and the Stula Sharir is dropped after it is used. Another body is created for its various experiences. So, Atma is there. Even when a body falls down dead, Atma is there. It doesn't go anywhere, it doesn't come anywhere. It's like Akash. Even when the pot is broken, the Akash is still there. But when the pot is broken, the water also gets dispelled. But here you can imagine the watery pot is still there. And that watery pot takes another pot for its, as a vessel for itself to function. Because this physical body is required for us to function, to interact and experience different things. So at present, a person in a state of ignorance is identified with the body. When we progress on our spiritual journey, slowly and steadily we come to recognize the inner body, that is the mind, the intellect and that life principle. And as we progress further on our spiritual journey, we will be able to recognize that Atma, which is even subtler than that life principle. In fact, that Atma itself, because of its presence, there is something called life. And that life principle manipulates and converts this matter into beautiful forms. Like these flowers, all these beautiful colors, from where these colors come? From this earth only. If you take that mitti and analyze it or eat it or taste it, it doesn't have any, it may be totally different. But from that same mitti, a beautiful rose of different colors come. Such a great miracle. We don't have to go to somewhere else to see miracle. The miracle is happening right in front of us in various ways. So what gives that shape to that mitti? Life. Life gives that shape. Life has already given shape in the form of a seed. In that seed also it is not the material, but that life, which has already taken a cover of the seed, and then further it develops into. So that life is so subtle that it is very difficult to comprehend. So Atma is subtler than life. So Atma is the one, you can say, takes up this different body, wears it as a dress and drops it and takes another body, and this yatra goes on. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya. Many people chant this. When a person dies and all, we chant this. And to feel little consolation that yes, that person who is no more is still there. Only his body is left behind, but that person is still there. Therefore, we perform the Shraddha karma and all. And it reaches that person. How it reaches, we don't know, but it reaches that person. Because that Sukshma Sharir is still there. It's like our email we send and it reaches that person. How it goes and exactly how it travels, I don't know. But it reaches. Similarly, whatever function we do or karmas we do, it reaches. So that Sukshma Sharir is the one which travels from as though from one body to another. Further, Bhagavan says, Nainam chindanti shastrani Nainam dahati pavakaha Nachainam kledayantyaapaha Na